Students, now we are going to discuss cooling system. Okay, cooling systems. In this unit, there were two parts. First part was lubrication, that we have already finished. What is lubrication, how lubrication is done, and what will be the effect if lubrication is not done. So cooling system is the second part of this chapter. Okay, so lubrication and cooling are combined together, and this is a single chapter. Okay, so necessity of cooling. Why cooling is required? Okay, so this topic is very important to understand. Why cooling is required in engines. Okay, see, if the fuel burns, then energy, that heat is produced. Okay, so if the fuel burns, heat is produced. Okay, let us see what are the expenditure of this heat. Okay, so out of this total 100% of heat, 30 to 35% heat is converted into useful work. That is only the work we are getting from this fuel or heat, only maximum 35%. Okay, so first consumption of the heat is near about 30 to 35% of the heat that is converted into useful work. Number two, near about 30 to 35%, here also heat is used in exhaust. Okay, so when the combustion takes place, then heat, after the cycle we have seen, like compression, heat addition, expansion, then heat has to be rejected also. So rejection is heat exhaust. So it is at very high temperature. So near about 30 to 35% heat is used in exhaust gases. Okay, so this is another expenditure. Okay, number three, about 10 to 12%, about 10% heat is used in conduction, convection, and radiation. So see here, 35, 70, 80. Okay, so next 20 to 30% of heat is used, near about 20 to 30% heat is used to transfer the heat from gas to cylinder walls. So see this, near about 20 to 30%, of the heat is used to transfer the heat from gas to the cylinder walls. Due to this effect, remember this, due to this, near about 20 to 30% of the heat is going from the gas to the cylinder walls, which will increase the temperature. This 20 to 30% of the heat is utilized to heat up the cylinder walls. Okay, and if this heat is not removed, if this heat is not removed, then there may be engine failure because temperature in the engine will be near about 2000 degrees centigrade. Okay, so heat has to be removed from that system, otherwise there may be piston failure, cylinder failure, piston rings failure, and there may be so many other reasons also due to which engine may fail. To protect this engine from this high temperature, cooling is required. Due to this one only, cooling is required. Okay, so this one cooling system, why cooling is required? So necessity of the cooling is near about 20 to 30% of the heat is used from that heat is going from gas to the cylinder walls, and due to that one cylinder walls may be heated near about 200-300 degrees centigrade. So that temperature inside the cylinder may be in the order of 2000 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this 20 to 30% of the heat is utilized to heat up the cylinder walls, due to which cylinder may fail. If this heat is not removed, then there may be engine failure because temperature will be 2000, near about 2000 degrees centigrade, that order. So cooling is very essential in that case. Okay, so these are the reasons why cooling system is required in the engines. Okay, so let us see what is the necessity of cooling. Fuel burns, heat is produced, near about 35% heat is converted into useful work done. Only output will be near about 35%. 35% heat is used in exhaust gases, 10% heat is used in conduction, convection and radiation, that is losses, and near about 30%, 20 to 30% heat is utilized, that goes from gas to the cylinder walls. Okay, due to this one, temperature of the engine will be very high, and if this heat is not carried away, this heat is not removed away, then there may be engine failure. Okay, so limitations of this wall, that is temperature increase near about maximum it is limited to 250 degree, 200 to 250 degrees centigrade. It is limited, not more than limited in expansion stroke. Okay, expansion, during the expansion in the cylinder, temperature rise will not be more than 250 or 200 to 250 degrees centigrade to save the cylinder, piston and engine also. Okay, so next class I will be discussing about the why cooling is required, what is overcooling, undercooling. Okay, thank you.